Hi ladies and gentlemen, Theo here for one more conference now, participating in this huge event for global sourcing that's like conference online. Today we talk about several topics that I am always talking with my customers related to business between Brazil and China. That's mainly what I do for the last 10 years. Since 2010 I'm working with developing customers, the suppliers, taking care of the quality of the products of my customer, taking care of all the export business, focusing mostly between Brazil and China. That's my main business, and that's what I would like to talk to you today. What I want to share information with you is related to the things that happens during the process since the beginning, when the customers goes online and try to search for some new suppliers and they have no idea how to start this process. Basically, there are several websites today on the internet that you can find that, such as Global Sourcing, and also not only websites but also the exhibition that they participate most every year, located in Hong Kong, China, mainland, or whatever. So before Corona time, most of my customers, they come here personally to China and they try to find the best suppliers as possible. When you are finding for best suppliers, there are two things that you need to focus on. First is price, second is quality. So when you are doing that, you need to know, okay, is this supplier good enough to give the products that I want? But the price is important, but also the quality. Is the quality that I will get good or not? So that's the main things that, especially when you are doing business and you are on the other side of the world and you want to get the best price and the best quality and you don't know how to do that. So how do you ensure that this supplier will will be a real supplier first? How they will make sure when you get the goods from these suppliers, they will be the best supplier ever? So what I almost every time suggest to my customer is that first you go to the website like Global Sourcing, try to find your best supplier, go for your product. For example, let me get something. If you are produce, I don't know, whatever, let me just get something in my pocket. And you're producing keys, okay? From now on you want to get the keys from China and you don't know where to get those keys. You will go to the website and then you will search for suppliers for keys. And then when you go there, you will have a list of 100 suppliers of these keys right here. And then you start to search and say, okay, supplier 1, 2, 3. What I suggest most of the time to my customers is that you get those information and you put in Excel and then you divide by numbers. For example, supplier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you put there and then the names, and then start to get the price information for that. But the most important thing for the key is that, okay, you want to produce the key, but you must understand about the source of the keys, the material of the keys, the weight of the keys, the size of the keys. And this is important for the supplier when you are dealing with them, and also they can feel that you are more experienced on that. So you need to know more and more and more about the products that you're dealing with, and not just like, okay, I want to get the keys, but what else? Which material? You need to know a lot about things, because if you don't know these details relate to this product, when you go for the price comparison, you are comparison like apples with bananas. So are two different fruits or two different products that you are not comparing the right one. So you need to know exactly what you are talking with your suppliers to make sure that the product is the same, not different. So that's really, really important. So don't just compare keys price, because keys has a lot of difference inside. There is the weight, there is the material, there's the package, there is like the minimum order quantity, because when you are buying from China, the quantity is also a very important key. Because why the quantity is important? Because whatever, if you buy like 10 pieces or 100 pieces price will be much cheaper than 10 pieces, because the cost for producing that is much lower. For example, okay, if they put this key in a production line in a scale and then producing faster, so the cost of this is much lower than you just produce 10 special keys for you. So quantity is also very important when you are dealing with the suppliers and you comparison the price with them and make this business more efficient. So there are a lot of things, but this is one of the main ones that you must use when you are doing this. Compares the right product, go for the right information, and also quantity will define the price that you can get at the end. So as soon as you have those information pretty detailed, you put like the 5 suppliers side by side and then start to get the price for the same product. Don't ask, because sometimes you go for a supplier in China and then they give you a price for a random product and then you say, that's cheap. Why should I pay 2 if I can pay 1? But sometimes the 2 is different quoted than the first one. So you need always be careful a lot of that. After you decide which supplier for a go. I always say to my customers, never get the cheapest one. Why never get the cheapest one? Because if you go for the cheapest one, probably you will face quality issues, or you have problems issue. It's not the product that you're expecting. So never go for the cheapest ones. Always go for the medium term. As soon as you get 10 price, and you just go to the middle one and then just go that. But also price is important, but it's not the most important thing. You also need to have a good relationship with your suppliers. You need to know with who you are talking with, because if you don't have a good relationship, if you don't have a good contact, if you don't have a good feedback from your supplier, what price matters? So your communication is also a very key success point when you are talking with the new suppliers. Okay, you can get 20 new suppliers from China, but if you get one like with the lowest price, but the communication is not so good, how can you deal with that? So you also must focus on the communication. Communication is one key of the success of your business, and I can guarantee of that. So as soon as you find a supplier that has a suitable price for the right product that you are looking for, then you start the communication. You don't need to pick up 10 suppliers, that's too much. You need to pick up only 3 is enough. As soon as the 10 list that you create at the beginning, you just pick up 3 of the suppliers and start to build a relationship with them. Start to talk with them, start to do communication, send email, ask how is their family, how is their business, how is everything. This will create credibility to your suppliers and yourself. So after you have those 3, then you start negotiating the price and get the best price and so on. You decide, okay, from the 3 ones, I like the number 1. This is the good supplier, so I will go for this one. When you go for this one, you need to make sure that these suppliers exist, so are real. So how can you make sure that suppliers existing or not? There are a lot of companies today online that can go for you in the supplier and make sure that he's the right supplier, or it means that you can hire an inspection company that can help you to focus and then try to make sure that suppliers exist. So after the 10 list that I started to talk about at the beginning, you just pick up the 3, pay 3 inspections to make sure what this inspection will happen. They will send some inspector to go there, get the documents information. They will take the size of the factory, how many employees they have. They will get like photos, videos. They will talk with the seller that you are dealing with. They will get photos of their business card. They will check the years of foundation of this company, the capital social of this company. A lot of information that's important if they are a trading company, because a lot of times happen in China that when you are dealing with someone, they are trading company, or it means doesn't mean that they are bad. No, nothing like that. But it means that if you, one day you are investing like $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in a company, and they don't have this amount of money to give a safety to you, that's a bit of dangers and risk. So you must pay attention. Doesn't mean that you must focus on factories, because sometimes when you want to buy from factories, you do not have the capability to buy the quantity that they are requiring. Normally trading companies are more flexible because you can get products from different areas. So it means that you can get keys, and you can get the doorbell, and you can get the glass, you can get other products that you can imagine, and then do with only one company. But when you are talking with factories, they only produce one product, it means keys. If your focus is just like buy one product, then makes sense you go directly for factories. But if you want to get like different products, you want to build a portfolio, sometimes trading companies are also very good deal. So you need to know what you want to focus on and then go for trading or for factories. Both are good, whatever. Just need to investigate and see, okay, if it's traded, from who they are buying, how is the size of the factory they are buying from, and then you do this quality inspection before you make any payment. Because Chinese people are trustable with my experience, but as anywhere in the world, whatever, in your in your hometown or in your country, hometown, whatever, also have people who with bad hearts. So you need to know exactly who you are dealing with, and to know that just send an inspector there, and then make sure that everything is in order. That will guarantee the more your success of your business. So do it, send someone there, and then I'm sure you can get some feedback from these 3. As soon as you get this information of inspection from these 3 suppliers, you guarantee that you have a good price from the 3. You know the size of them, you know how they are dealing, how they are producing, if they have a quality department there, if they have a quality inspection department there. All those things will combine, and it will got more information related to that. And after that, so you decide, you get a good price, now you have, and normally in China the business works with 30% payment at the beginning for start the production, and then later when the products are ready, you need to pay the 70%. So you pay the 30% money to your supplier, he will start the production, you decide from A, B or C, and then after that you go for the start the production. You set all your package, your details, or your logo, your colors and everything, and after that they start production. Normally production in China, it takes like between 15 to 20 days, sometimes are faster if they have stock, but I would say in average, I would say 15 to 20 days your products will be ready. As soon as it's ready, you can need to pay the 70%, but something what always happened when you're doing business with China is related the quality. Are the package that you're producing the same color as the ones that you request? Are the logo that you produce are the same standards as the one you are looking for? Those details must be checked before you pay the 70%, because if something wrong, you can tell the supplier to make the corrections and the changing, and after that you can make the 70%. So you go and you produce, you start, you decide who you want to go with, and then after that you say, okay, now it's time to pay the 70%. The products are ready, are on the deposit, are on the warehouse. Okay, that's perfect. You can ask the supplier directly to send photos to you. He will send beautiful photos and whatever, but the most trustable way to do that when you need to arrange the payment of 70% is to send someone there that can do the inspections according to your guidelines. So you create types of guidelines that will help you to the person that are going there to check. So you say number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. must follow this standard for my product. So you send someone there, they will check A, B, C. And normally if you have 1,000 pieces, they won't check the 1,000 pieces. They will check like a little bit, maybe 10%, they will check 100 pieces, or they will check 5%, they will check, I don't know, 50 pieces from this batch. That's already enough to guarantee that your products are okay there. Normally the supplier will create a warehouse space where they will put the products there, and then after they put the products there, they will say, okay, you can come here. So the inspector go there, open some box, check the product and say, okay, this product's fine, it's following all the guidelines, and then after he confirms to you by your email, and you can start to arrange the 70%. After that, you can they will start the process of the custom clearance to ship the product as normal process of import and export business. So that's are some like topics that's most important follow during all the process of sourcing products from China, and you can manage that in this other side of the world. So some people are always afraid that should I go to China, or I can manage that in the other country? So it means, can I manage directly from the country that I'm located, or I need to go to China personally to do with the supplier? I think at the beginning, depends of your size, your business, your order, you can manage this online without no problem, but you need to follow these steps. You need to send someone to guarantee they are doing, don't make any like deposit, just like random, say, okay, I will pay the supplier because I like him. She's trustable or he's trustable, and then I will just like arrange the payment. If you think in this way, maybe you can face a lot of problems, but if you follow the ideas that I gave to search, price first, compare A, B, C supplier, make sure that you can send an inspector to check the 3 factors, and after that make the decision. Communication is the key, and if you do all this step, even in the other side of the world, in like Latin America or in Brazil or Spanish, whatever, and after that, then you, okay, no problem, so you can manage that. But the most trustable way, the best way that I've seen so far is come to China, do the famous guanxi. What's guanxi? Guanxi means relationship. So you build a relationship with your supplier. You go and you drink with him, you eat with him, you talk with him face to face. Chinese people normally like that because they can give more credibility to you. So it's really important to do that, and will create more relationship between both sides. So if you want like some discount, or if you want like some payment terms like longer, if the supplier trusts you and knows you, that you come to his factory and say hello to him, that will create more credibility. So unfortunately now we have this situation with this virus, whatever, but in the past most of my customers used to go to China all the time for Canton Fair, for Hong Kong fairs. There are several Hong Kong fairs every year organized by Global Sourcing that my customers used to go there all the time. Like I have visited, I don't know, over 100 times the exhibitions organized by them. It's pretty good. And then you go there, you see all the suppliers, and you have more chances, not only by talk to them, select them, but also to touch the products and feel. You know, you can feel and you can have an idea. So that's what's the most important when you are doing this kind of exhibitions and then sourcings and then going directly to China. It's really important. I hope the word comes back soon, and then people start to do that. Go to China, come back, business, everything. You can collect samples, you can do all the process that normally people do when they are dealing with suppliers in China. But anyway, that there's just some suggestions that I would like to share with you that my customers, they follow that, and I also try to take care with them. There are several steps that you need to follow, but those are the main ones that I would like to share with you today, because I think if you follow that, I'm guaranteed that your business success will be much better. And yes, I think I hope you enjoy that. I just want to say some words about that and how to build that, and focus on the price, focus on the quality, focus on the communication, knows who you are buying with, send an inspector there. If you follow all those steps, I can guarantee that your business will have success when you are sourcing from China. So make sure who you are buying with. Don't make any payment if you don't know who is the other person on the other side of the world. Ask a lot, because normally Chinese people, they will reply to you, they will give you feedback, because they want to do business, and you are on the other side as a buyer. You have the purchasing power, so you have the money, and they need to sell to you, or it means they will reply to you, they want to get the business. So talk, ask many times, as much as you want. That I'm sure will guarantee more success on your business. All right, hope you guys like, and yeah, that was just a piece of my talk here in this conference, and I would like to share more information to you. If you want to check my LinkedIn, just go to Theo Santana is my name, and I'm located in Shanghai for over 10 years. And yeah, like, nice to see you guys, and hope to see you soon. And yes, take care, do business, believe it's possible, it's not impossible. I'm doing business and I have a lot of huge success cases, and there will be fails. It's not only success, not just like earn money. No, you have like good steps go up, a little bit down, good steps go up. So as any investment, as you do, maybe the first one will be more difficult, but as soon as you do more, it will be like it's the same as when you play football, as I'm from Brazil, or when you play video game, whatever. At the beginning you don't know even how to use the keyboards or the joysticks, but later, as more as you play, as more as you do business, as more as you import products from China, this joystick will be more smooth, and then you start to understand almost everything. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the information that I share, and I hope to see you soon. See you soon, guys. Peace and love, and boom.